opportunity, Jim. So my role over at DOE is unique. I am no longer sitting in an infrastructure operational capacity. We have a really strong operations team over at DOE that are doing the things that we talk about, the risk of sounding cliche, everything from server consolidations to data center modernizations, providing common infrastructure services from the standpoint of soliciting the various entities at the department, because we are a very federated organization, as most of you probably know, with the lab communities and the program offices. But sustainability is something that's high on the agenda, obviously, and that's part of the modernization effort from a data center capacity, ensuring that we have redundancy built across the United States at our Germantown facility and out in Albuquerque. So I have to give a shout out again to a lot of those folks who are leading those efforts on our behalf. At the federal level, as the chair of the Cloud Computing Advisory Council, I've been privy to a lot of the activities going on across the government, and just hearing the stories of server virtualization, data center consolidation, et cetera, as we start to see that shift, that paradigm shift to how we offer services, particularly infrastructure as a service, I think is becoming the baseline, the foundational aspect that I think agencies have to take, instead of just jump into the glitz and the glamour of the application side of things, make sure that we've got the pipes and the plumbing and the things behind the walls, if you will, prepared and ready to support what we'd like to bring into our infrastructure. So this value of IT, this concept of a renewed focus that came out with the President in his initial memo, his partnership with the recent meetings that have been happening in town with the chief executive officers from a lot of the private industry organizations, as well as just the sharing of information. I've been able to, through some of the capacities that I sit in the federal space, commiserate and collaborate with a lot of my colleagues to know what they're doing, and that gets into that power of information sharing concept. So in energy, while we want to incorporate a lot of the emerging technologies that are driving this opportunity to provide better services to citizens and transparency and so forth, it takes that effort, and I know that at Energy we're embracing a lot of this change, trying to keep the lights on, but at the same time push that innovation element.
Yeah.